Ready. Play.
All right. We got Daniil Medvedev taking on Fabian Marozsan in the quarterfinal in Almaty. Interesting matchup because of the conditions, the players. They've only met once so far, and that was 2024 US Open. Why am I forgetting that match? Regardless, Medvedev won in straights. Now, I think this is it's an awesome opportunity for Medvedev, right? We talk about what the season's been, but then you can also look at the last month and a half, and there's been some surges there. Got into a few semifinals, wasn't able to seal the deal, but ultimately playing better tennis. And now you walk into this 250 as the 2 seed. You're thinking of potential. If you do get to the final, you're taking on Karen, who's the defending champion. But no, Karen goes out to Struff, and now this draw is completely opened up. And I think the two most likely winners are playing in this match. Fergus.
It's a similar kind of situation to Brussels. I mean, for me, in the last month, Medvedev's had a very good last month in terms of his season. He's had a terrible season in terms of someone of a former world number one and Grand Slam champion. But he clearly hasn't been affected that much by, kind of the brutal missed opportunity that was Shanghai. That is such a big opportunity for Medvedev to kind of make a stamp, say, listen, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. Kind of put himself on the cusp of being back in the top 10 for the first time since maybe something like, I want to say April, June, as a May, as a guess. It would have been April because he was 11th seed at Roland Garros. So, yeah, for me, this is a big week for Medvedev, kind of to really see where he's at, see if he can actually get over the line, win a title for the first time in 30 months. For Marozsan, this is also a big opportunity for him to kind of, see where he's at, see if he really wants to, push these big guys. And, for me, I still count Medvedev as a big guy, even if he's ranked, 15 now, something like that. Medvedev is still someone you don't want to see in the draw, especially now after this last month. So I do think Medvedev comes through in straights. I think it'll be tight, but I do think Marozsan can, mix it up well, throw in the dropper, get Medvedev moving. But, these are kind of these are Medvedev's conditions, Obviously won Rotterdam in the past. Also, I believe won Vienna in the past, hasn't he?
Yeah. What, he used to be center there or something?
Yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm gonna make the case for Marozsan to be deadly here, and the reason why is it's about Fabian kind of getting going, but then kind of the belief, I think, kicks in a bit more when you think about Marozsan. I think these conditions are important too, and the reason why I say that is just because you're at a little bit of altitude, you're quick indoor hard, and they're a little icy. You think about kind of Paris Masters icy. They're a little icy, and I think that suits Marozsan well. He's willing to take the ball early, and I think that might prove to be effective against Medvedev. But you also have to see the defensive side of it and kind of the consistency, because Marozsan's level can go like this and this really quickly. And Medvedev does a good job at staying very solid, maintaining a level that's consistent, and then peaks when he needs to. I mean, even today, last night, whatever you want to call it, against Walton, still has to save, 4 or 5 break points. He got himself into those positions, and yes, he ends up escaping and plays a superb end of the second set, won the final 11 points of that match. you know, against a weaker talent, right? That's what it takes, right? You just have to deal with that so you don't see yourself in a third, and Medvedev does a good job, and that's where Marozsan's going to have to be in attack mode early and try and get Medvedev down, because I think this is a little bit of a lapse spot for Medvedev in terms of the travel, different conditions. And yeah, I mean, you just have to think about the body. I know it's indoor hard now, but it's more so accumulation of the last month in the extreme heat and humidity. So I'm thinking that can weigh on him a bit. Let's see. I mean, 7-5, 7-6 today against Walton gives me a little bit more hope in the Marozsan, but you also have to think about the opportunity from both sides. One, Medvedev seeing a very open draw on a 250, an opportunity to get a title and, you know, smile a bit more. But then it's Marozsan who sees this opportunity, has yet to really cross that kind of mark and see himself as a title winner. And we'll see if his eyes get a little bit too big. But that's my case for Marozsan. I definitely think the upset is possible. What about you? You think it's possible?
Upset is very much on the cards here. You could 100% see it either way. Just if we're talking Medvedev was the same Medvedev that played at the US Open, you know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I would say Marozsan's actually favorite. I just feel like he's found a little bit extra in his game over the last month that can, you know, navigate this. Maybe Marozsan takes a set. Maybe Medvedev starts slow. Obviously, Marozsan's the kind of person that can, you know, ignite for a set and then, or like 4 or 5 games and then completely dip off. Like, he's gonna have to monitor that well against Medvedev, who, as you say, is the complete opposite. You know, it's steady throughout, whether he's, you know, playing steadily bad or, you know, whether he's peaking. He's just gonna have to monitor it well. And if he does monitor it well, you know, we could be seeing a bit of a real battle here that's, you know, like 2.5, 3 hours long. But, you know, I'm not looking at, you know, short points here. I'm looking at kind of, you know, grindy long points, and lots of loud squeaking of the shoes sliding around the court. So, but I'm gonna go Medvedev in 3. Just maybe Marozsan fades in the third. You know, you just can't tell with Marozsan. He's kind of very hit and miss when it comes to this sort of thing. But yeah, for me, probably Med in 3.
I like it. I'm curious to see how much, you know, variety that Fabian's willing to throw at Medvedev, because I think that would be a good tactic.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.